early morning, but we're making it through it. Taking the train out here, and we'll be in Monte Carlo in about half hour or so.
You make a lot of money.
Hopefully. We'll see you there.
Bye. So now we're back on the train again, and across the water there is Nice, where we just left. It was an okay B&B. We are on our way now to Monte Carlo. We'll be there in about 30 minutes and see what the sights are.
Okay, this is the train station at Monte Carlo. Just arrived here. And we're going to head on out of here and see if we can stow our luggage away and find the casino and everything else in here and see what we find. This is out by the marina, just doing a 360-degree view. And I'll circle around and you'll be able to see the marina down here. And then we'll move on and see what else we see. It's a lot of older buildings. The architecture is great. Here's the pictures. The whole city's on a hill, so it's steps and hills and a lot of walking and to get around. It's not very big, but it's all on a hill, uphill, downhill. Not very much flat. There's the marina. You see some good-sized yachts in there. Pan out over to the Mediterranean Sea. There's a couple photos of us with this marina behind us, and then one more with the marina, and the other one is the Monte Carlo Casino. There it is. Okay, this is inside. I got several different rooms inside the casino. Very fancy, very artsy, old, very, very high class. Kind of some of this finishings on the ceilings and the walls make Las Vegas look cheap. But here it is. It's not a very big casino. Not a lot of slot machines, not a lot of players. A couple of rooms just have a few tables, blackjack, baccarat, and so on. It's not like a Vegas casino where it's like just huge and a big casino floor. It's mostly just fancy, high class. So it opens at 2 o'clock for gambling, and you can wear shorts and a shirt with sleeves. After 7 p.m. you need to be dressed up in dress pants, dress shirt and jacket to get into the casino. So there's like 4 or 5 different rooms that we were allowed to go into. So I did some videos in there. You can see how fancy this place is, and a lot of people around here are tourists, but they kind of dress up a little bit and make themselves look fancy, like they can be part of the rich crowd. In one of these videos here, you walk into a room where there's casino, where there's slot machines, and I think it's this one coming up where there's James Bond slot machines right as you come through the door. It's kind of humorous. But this is it. Monte Carlo Casino.
We came upon this restaurant because he also does luggage storage. After we finished in the casino for the day in Monte Carlo, we decided to come back, have dinner, meet the chef and his cook, and we had sat down and had an awesome meal. The food was absolutely outstanding. He told us about his trip to America, and we sat and laughed for a little while.
Okay, wrap up for day 7. On our way to Genoa, we stopped off in Monte Carlo, and Monte Carlo is all built on hill, so we had to find a place to store our luggage, and it was all the way at the top of the hill, so we had to take a taxi from the train station all the way up the hill, store our luggage, walked all around Monte Carlo, and every time you go downhill, you're eventually going to have to go back up. So we ended up not wanting to go back up because it was so hot. So we took a taxi, had dinner, and took our luggage and a taxi back down to the train station.
To head to Genoa.
Yeah, and 2 trains to Genoa. And that's where we are now. Finished the day. It's been a tough day, but it's been kind of a fun day, I guess.
But let me tell you about the place we ate at in Monte Carlo where we stored our luggage. Wow, it was amazing. The guy there, his name is Steve-O. He is originally from, where is he from?
I don't know, Rome, Italy,
Rome,
somewhere.
yeah. But anyway, he sat and talked with us, and he laughed with us, and
Told us his trip to America. He went from LA to Vegas to
Utah, and then to Arizona.
where we're
So
from, yes. So,
yeah, so he knew where Arizona was.
yeah.
But all in all, that day, we didn't end up gambling though at the casino after all, because they have too many different times where you can come in, and then you have to be dressed a certain way, and so we just didn't want to deal with that. So we didn't end up going and gambling there. So we ended up just going and eating at Steve-O's restaurant, and then after that, getting our luggage, and he called a taxi for us. Taxi came, picked us up, took us to the train station. What happened after that, Mark?
We got to Genoa and took a taxi because he didn't know where Airbnb was, and it was 4 or 5 blocks away.
Yes.
Got up to the Airbnb and we're done for the day. Tomorrow we go to Cinque Terre and we'll see how that goes tomorrow. See you later. Arrivederci.
Bye.